So I'm going to start my new painting this morning, and I'm going to start by just putting some colours on the canvas. This canvas, as I said in the previous little video, is 100% cotton actually. Found out it was written on the back. So I'm just going to start putting some paint on. I've had a few disasters this morning. It's quite difficult sometimes trying to video what you're actually doing. I've got a mobile camera that I can use while videoing, which is this one. And actually this one at the moment is handheld. So I've had a few problems with my tripod. So I just thought, oh, blow it, I just need to get on with it now. But I just thought you might like to see some of the marks I make when I put paint on. I mean, it just really, I just want to cover the canvas basically to get rid of that, the whiteness of the canvas. It's quite important to cover the canvas up. This is the colours I'm going to be using, because this is going to be part of my, as I say, the Hurricane Irma series that I've been doing of late. Well, the last couple of weeks actually, ever since I heard about it. And I'm not going to paint the devastation or anything like that. I'm just purely going to paint the sea, the roughness of the sea, the water, the swirls, the patterns it makes. I've started putting some of the marine life in the last one, which is actually just seated down on the floor just there. In some of my other ones, I don't know if you can see them up there, I really was concentrating on the patterns that the waves were making. With this one, it's going to be a combination of everything really. The patterns, the swirls, the drips, the colours. Hang on, what's that? It's a blob. That's probably from my little palette that I've been using, because actually I've been using the same palette the last few weeks. Here it is on my knee. So it's got all the different colours I have been using, and actually sometimes you get a little bit of dried paint going on in there too, so sometimes that gets swept up with the brush. Actually the paint started to drip in places, which gives really quite a nice effect, and because I'm painting water, I think I might actually just leave some of these drippy effects in the painting, and some of these can be actually incorporated in the painting. You know, I can leave certain areas uncovered. That's what I mean. I can leave them uncovered, and they can become part of the painting, which I think sometimes works. If it doesn't, I can always just paint over it. I'm using acrylic paint. I always intend to use oil paint because I love oil paint, but the acrylic paint is very good cover for the underpainting, and what was I going to say? Well, actually, it's already, this canvas has already been primed. So I was going to say to prime your canvas, but this has already been primed, so it doesn't really need a priming. But it's always nice to put some colour on to get rid of the white canvas, which is a bit intimidating at times when you're trying to do a painting if you've just got the white canvas in front of you. Usually I've got a little notebook with some notes in, but because I've been working along the same theme, it's more spontaneous. These paintings have been spontaneous. I haven't actually worked from sketches. I wanted it to be more spontaneous, if anything. So as you can see, I'm just really laying the paint on and letting it just do its own thing there. Might put some darker paint here, see what happens down here. If anything, I'm actually using the wrong brush. This brush is it's a flat, a nice flat brush. Holds the paint well. You can use this brush for oils, watercolours, because it's got nice bristles which hold quite a lot of water, paint on your brush. It's not quite actually wide enough really for what I'm doing. I should be using a wider brush. Sometimes I use household paintbrushes just to put on an undercoat. Saves a lot of time, but actually sometimes it's just nice to just put the paint on the canvas in smaller brush strokes and just see what happens there. I'm sorry if this camera's going everywhere, but I'm actually holding it by hand. I haven't got it on a tripod at all, and I'm concentrating on the painting so much I'm not really thinking about what the camera's doing. So hence the fact that it's going all over the place. So as you can see, the water's dripping down and making a nice effect. So I rather like that, and I think I might just leave it. Ooh. Okay, I'll try and hold the camera a bit steadier. Next time I will put it on the tripod, but it had just fallen over, and I just thought, oh blow, leave it where it is and just get on with it. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Just finish that bit off so it all blends in together, so there's no odd marks. Now I really like that effect. You can see where the actual paints run into, the watery paints run into the other paint that I've already laid down, and I quite like that effect. I might actually try and leave that as part of the painting. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm gonna leave all that to dry, but yeah, I'm very happy with the start of this new painting. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll come up with the next stage when this is dry. Thanks very much.